Okay, what's up guys, my name is Darkbblue and this is my Into Depth video series, showing you my real experience when trying to dive deep into the mechanics of the Callisto Protocol. You see, there are people showing their achievements after successfully diving into a game, but showing the experience to reach it, I am the only one. I believe this will be interesting stories even if you don't play this game yourself. And you won't find such stories elsewhere. So give me a like and we are on the right. Okay, last night I played the Callisto Protocol for a couple of hours, and in this video I shall share how I feel about it. As I've heard so far, this game is of the same genre of Dead Space. That is to say, this is a horror survival game, meaning it will be horrible and I need to well manage my resources like ammo. Well, maybe it's similar to the Evil Within, recent Resident Evils, and even The Last of Us. I used to have no interest in this genre, and I have played none of these games before. But well, it's always good to try something new, right? So I've decided to give it a try. Maybe I can fall in love with horror survival game this time. But this video is mainly about combat, melee combat. It looks really impressive. But when playing it myself, I felt it's more like a space version of Sekiro. Why? Let me explain in detail. Okay, there is an obvious transition between attack phase and defense phase. When I'm attacking, I can hit 1, 2, 3 times, and then I'll get blocked by enemies. After which, it'll be enemies' turn to attack and I transit into defense phase. If I force my character to attack in defense phase, I will only get hit. What I need to do in defense phase is rather easy. I can simply press left or right direction so that my character can automatically dodge attack. Note here, there is no timing at all. I just need to hold that direction. The only thing to mind is that I need to change to the other direction after each dodge so that I can dodge again. So enemies will hit 1 or 2 times, as I have seen, but I've heard they can hit 3 times. Anyway, after dodging every hit, I enter again attack phase. And this rule always applies and is easy to understand. So you can see this transition between attack and defense phases is more than familiar to a Sekiro player like me. After getting my first gun, when my attack phase ends, I can also choose to draw my gun and fire it. In this way, I can stay in attack phase for 1 more turn. And doing this time after time, I can stun lock that enemy till death. Well, it looks cool, but to be honest, not necessary, as that 2-phase transition is already simple enough. And one more thing, when there are multiple enemies, there is no difference in essence, since they are always in the same phase. When it's my turn to attack, none of them will attack, so I'm super safe. And when it's their turn to attack, well, they never strike at the same time, so it's the same to dodge multiple enemies as dodging single enemy. Well, I can't conclude if this design is good or bad. I can only say by understanding this design, this combat can be easy. I guess later in the game I shall use different guns to take care of ranged enemies first, and only after that should I go back to doing melee. Judging from melee combat alone, I have to admit it's easy to play, while impressive to look, and I like this design. But current experience on PC is really a disaster. I have turned down every graphic setting, even making the in-game text almost unrecognizable, but it still does not run fluently. So I'm not planning to play any further, but not gonna have a refund either. I shall just wait and see if they can fix this issue, and only after that shall I make my decision. Well, today's story ends before it even starts, regrettably. Anyway, if you like my story, if you want to join me into depth of games, just like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, see you around.